On a Friday, I just got a call from Abuja that I should pack my bags. We are leaving to Russia. I was like, what? This is the story of how I got scholarship to study in Russia for free, like fully funded scholarship, 100%. If you didn't know, I was a student of ABU Zaria, that is Ahmadu Bello University Zaria, for those that don't know. I was a freshman there, like the Americans say freshman. I was a first year student. I was just doing my registration because in ABU, new students have to, register at the faculty, go and register at the department, go to the Senate. Like you need to register in different places instead of just going and doing it in one place and then they share the documents to each other. Nope. You have to keep going like up and down the university, always carrying documents. And the moment people in the university see you, they already know that these are the new ones. They even call us Jambito. Yes, I was a Jambito that time. So because I was moving back and forth, submitting the same documents, and these documents were usually, O level, that's the WAEC. WAEC is the West African exam that we wrote. And then your jam results and all these documents, I'm always bringing them out of my bag from my folder and submitting. So because of that stress, I decided, okay, let me just leave my documents, you understand, on my on my hand like this. I'm working in school and I just leave the documents here. Unknown to me, that was going to be a blessing. So what happened was that I was moving with my friend, or let me even say my friends, but I can't even recall who were there with me. But we were moving, we were working. Then from a distance, I saw our chemistry teacher who taught us, I think Chem 101 or what, I can't even recall. But that was like the first time I had a lecture with the teacher. So when I saw him outside, I was like, I recognize that teacher. He's the one that taught us our first lecture in chemistry. So let's go and greet him. I just told my friend, like, let's go and just greet him, show our respects and so on. And that was it. Like, this is when everything like changed for me. Just that simple gesture of greeting anyone you see passing by or anyone you recognize. Because when I got to him, he was quite receptive. He was like, wow, oh, good day. How are you doing? How is the school? From seeing us, he didn't even have to ask us which level we were. He already knows that we are Jambitos. We are like the freshmen, right? So he was asking us, okay, how are we finding the school? How is our first week in school and so on. So when we were, exchanging greetings, he was asking us questions and so on. He had a glance at my WAEC result, at my O level result, and he was like, wait a minute, I can see you have a really good WAEC result. Like, this is a very good result. You have more than 5 distinctions. I was like, yeah, Alhamdulillah, I thank God. Then from there, he told me that I should go to the, Board of Scholarship, I think FSB, Federal Scholarship Board of, for Nigeria. This is where a lot of scholarships are posted. I'm going to drop the link to the site below. He said I should go to this site, I think edu.gov.ng. I have to confirm the site. So I took it down. He explained it to me. Go to this site, apply for the scholarship because your results, are qualified. You can apply. You have met the requirements. Go and apply. If you have any questions, just come back to me then, and we'll discuss it. Initially, you know how we do in Nigeria. Whenever there is an opportunity, we always go back to saying things like, no, this is just for the rich. This is just for the people with connection. This is just for people that know other people in government and so on. So because of that, I was like, okay, I've taken the site, but I don't even know if I'm going to, to apply or not. So when I got home, I relaxed. I was less busy, so I was like, how about I just give it a try? Let me just go to this site and apply. So I just applied, but I was having some, difficulties. I didn't know what to fill in some, boxes on the application form. So I was like, okay, the next day we have chemistry. So when the teacher comes, I'm going to ask him. So after the lecture, he actually called my name. He was like, I'm looking for Hassan Kigo. Where is he? I was like, here am I. And I met him. He actually put me through, like, step by step. Here, you're going to write this. Here, you're going to do this. Like, I'm forever thankful. Even time to time, we communicate. I just message to greet him and so on. Like, I'm forever grateful that he helped me with this, because after the application, I just waited like some weeks. I can't remember how many weeks, and the next thing I got was a call that I have been nominated for the scholarship. I was like, wow, this is actually getting somewhere. I was just praying like to keep going that way, because after that, I was invited to Abuja, that is the capital of Nigeria, for sorry, before that, I was invited to come and write the exam, because there's an exam for the scholarship. Considering that I am from Kebbi State, so our exam was to be taken in Kaduna, and I'm in Zaria. Zaria is in Kaduna, if you don't know. So that was like a good opportunity for me because it's just very close. So on the exam day, I went to the exam venue and I wrote the exam. After the exam, it was just some months, I think, and I got another message that I'm invited for the interview, that I've been nominated for, the scholarship. From this moment, my whole, study life in ABU changed, because I was like, I'm leaving, I'm leaving Nigeria, I'm leaving ABU. So I didn't really focus a lot in school. I was like, let's say we have lectures, sometimes I wouldn't go. Assignments, I wouldn't go, I wouldn't do them, tests. Nah, I'm leaving Nigeria. That kind of feeling. So I went to Abuja for the interview. Alhamdulillah, it was quite successful. The interview went smoothly. They didn't ask me difficult questions. All the questions they asked me, I was able to answer, Alhamdulillah. And from then on, started going back to Abuja, back and forth, submit documents, come back to Kaduna, go and do this, come back. At one point, it was kind of stressful. In fact, at one point, we thought that we were not going for the scholarship again, because the Nigerian government, I don't know, I forgot to mention, the country that I was going to was Russia. Initially, I chose Russia and Turkey. So the woman was like, just choose Russia. And I was like, okay, no problem. Since Russia is more of, engineering. So I wrote Russia as my first choice. So considering that Russia was my first choice, the whole process for Russia was kind of different that year. I don't know why. Because the other countries, they processed their interviews, their documents and everything, visa, and they left. While us, we were still in Nigeria. At one point, we thought we were not going to Russia. So I went back to my ABU. I was just there, man. After, months of not being serious, my grades have gone down. I used to get A Bs, but then I was now getting, B, C, and I got one D. And I think a D is a carryover because I didn't even write that exam. Or I think I wrote it. Yeah, I wrote the exam on computer, so I was just clicking A. You get it? That's how I wrote the exam, because I was like, nah, I'm going to Russia. I'm going to Russia. That was quite funny. So I went back to ABU. I was now trying to get back the momentum. I was trying to, study better. I was spending like 5 hours in the library. There's this library we call Kill. 5 hours. I'll go read, go and pray, come back, read, go back home, rest, come back in the night. In the night, I used to study, if I can recall, Department of Pharmacy. I used to study there in the night from like 8 to 10 or to 11 or something. I was really trying hard to get back momentum. Then I finished my first year, entered my second year. As I was in the first semester, we went for this mid-semester break on a Friday, like 2 days to resumption. That was Saturday, Sunday. Monday we'll be resuming. On a Friday, I just got a call from Abuja that I should pack my bags. We are leaving to Russia. I was like, what? Are you kidding me? I've given up hope. I didn't know that I was going to Russia again. They were like, come, let's go. I didn't believe it. I had to, call another person to confirm to me, like, are we really going? He was like, yes, get your documents ready. You're leaving to Russia. Oh my God. That was a surreal moment for me. I just got my documents, everything ready. I packed. I drove to Zaria that day because I wasn't in Zaria. I went and I got my luggage, I got my documents, everything that I left because it was mid-semester break, so all my things were in Zaria. I went to Zaria and I packed everything, arranged my luggage. I was ready to leave Nigeria. And my parents traveled. They were not in Kaduna that Friday. I was waiting for them to come. I had to wait for them till like Sunday. So when they came back Sunday, they gave me the green light. On Monday, I think, yeah, I was off to Abuja because our flight was in Abuja. I went to Abuja on Monday. We did the processing on Tuesday, and I think we flew to Russia through Turkey, transit in Turkey, and then we're in Russia. Oh my God, I will never forget this. Like, the moral of this story is that, like, take things easy. Don't be prideful. Don't think that you can't, greet people, or don't have a chip. You shouldn't have a chip on your shoulder. It's very good to be humble. As you see people on the street, greet them. Your junior, your mate, your senior, the rich, the poor, it doesn't matter. It's very good to, greet and relate with people. You just never know that the person you're relating with might be the reason that your life will change. And this is a prime example of that. If you really like this video, there's a related video where I talked about studying abroad. I'll pop it up there. Make sure you go and watch it. Thank you very much for watching. Signing off now. See you on the next one.